Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. JC here with another video on Action Taimanin. Today we're gonna check another tips and builds, but before we start don't forget to leave a like, share and subscribe if you enjoy the content. So these tips and builds revolves around two relatively new F2P supporters, which are gonna be Lydia Vareta, Vacation Lydia Vareta, and Mitsuki, Holy Knight Mitsuki. Both of them green, both of them with restrictions to what characters can be equipped to. So, let's check very quickly what you can do with these two. So, the first thing that we do is analyze what are the restrictions. So, Machine Human for Vareta and Assist Suppress for Mitsuki. So, what we do here is that we're going to apply those restrictions. These four. So unfortunately, we do not have Demon trait, which is one of the most common traits in the game. But still, we have a good amount of characters. Actually, it's, if I'm not mistaken, 13. No, it's 14 counting Azusa, but I don't have Azusa. Even so, pretty good. So, what are we going to do? By the way, human. So, what are we going to be doing? Yeah, we're going to be using, first of all, Saika. Why Saika? Because Saika is a really strong character that you can use. If you have Aerial, well, that's better. I don't have it. Okay. I thought I saved the combo, but I don't have it. But even so, what I will do is that I just remove this and equip this. And there we go. Let's see. So, remove. Critical damage. Perfect. Nice. And whatever on the other side just to get the stats. Perfect. Nice. So, both weapons 5 out of 5. This one plus 13. This one plus 15. Critical damage Magatamas. Shadowless Kick, Takeover, and Moon Assault. Shadowless Kick to deal damage, Takeover to have control over the enemy, and Moon Assault to recover HP. You can do a very good combo, F2P combo by the way, by equipping obviously Vareta and Mitsuki next to Torajiro. I mean, all of them are green, all of them give you 30% damage increase or more, like these two do a little bit more. So it is very F2P friendly. But if you have a better option, something that gives you more damage, something that has better utility, go for that. It's way better to use that kind of combo. A good supporter that you can equip to Saika is gonna be Francis, because you get a buff on the main, you get that amazing damage increase, speed increase, and not to mention the chance to reduce your cooldown, and Takeover really wants that cooldown reduction. So we're gonna be using that. If you don't have something that is limited like this, just equip whatever you have. There's plenty of options that are really good. You see, Ichika, Kotone, Akane, Kaoru, whatever you can equip is gonna be fine, trust me. So, custom, start training, and now let's test it. Honestly, it's way better you have Aerial, but I'm going to limit myself because we want to do something for the most part F2P. Obviously, Francis is not F2P, but you can have one limited supporter or one gacha supporter on your build. It is something very acceptable. I mean, most players will have one supporter that they can equip. So, let's see. We just do this and I have Takeover again. Nice. Pretty good. Yeah, so This supporter is strong whenever you're able to do that. Wait a moment. To do that combo, the cooldown reduction with the takeover skill is just amazing. And done. Nice. We do this. Am I doing the last hit that should be on the weapon? Or am I crazy? Wait a moment, do I have the... No, I have to change to aerial. I can change to aerial. What's happening here? Is that a glitch? I don't know, guys, but well, even if I was using aerial, this is really good. Yeah, because you see, I'm doing the extra attack. Or am I crazy? Let me know in the comments. And done. Super simple, guys. Super simple. Yeah, I'm just going to check. I did change aerial. Regardless of application, that's an additional attack. Let's remove this and go quickly over here. Like this. Oh, it always does that extra attack. Or does it add maybe that's the property to deal extra damage when you do have the weapon. So, let's see. Now, let's check what other options we have. Obviously, there's many good characters. Wait a second. Yeah. Perfect. There's many good characters that can go on green. For example, Tokiko. Tokiko is very good as a supporter, as a ranged supporter for reducing defense. And yes, you can use it as a damage dealer, but if you want to use her as a damage dealer, you definitely want to have some copies of Fomorian Edge. If you don't have it, you're not going to have HP restoration, and you're going to struggle due to the skill being this skill, Smashing Spree, having you strike the enemy multiple times. So yeah, instead of that, we're gonna be using something way more effective in the form of Murasaki. Murasaki is just amazing. You should definitely try using Murasaki. And let's see. Good. I mean, this combo is good. So we're gonna be using Hawiya, 3 out of 5, plus 14, and the Viridian Axe, 5 out of 5, plus 14, with critical damage Magatemes, and what we're gonna be using is the Vacation Murasaki, along with our main combo that we're using for this video. Yep, these two, perfect. So she is going to reduce damage taken and increase critical rate all on enemies that are slowed, and we're going to slow them. We also gain extra critical damage at a 20% chance just for having this on the main, so it's really useful. So let's do no, that's not the button. I wanted to change the skills. What we're gonna be putting on the skill slot is gonna be Mind, Tentacle Anchor, and Great Axe Senpu. Mind to slow every enemy and reduce their defense. Senpu to heal and deal damage. Anchor to reduce the speed of the enemy even further. This combination is so strong that the basics can do 1,000,000 damage, I think. I don't remember the exact numbers, but let me show you. So, the thing is that you want to, look at those basics. You want to crit and crit, so that the weapon gives you more critical damage. It is disgustingly strong. I love that weapon. It's a shame that VR penalizes crit so much. Honestly, oh come on. It would be extremely strong if we were able to crit on VR. I wish that they add more challenging content that does not penalize critical. I mean, they can reduce critical rate, but not as much as with VR, please. Like, that's a little bit too much. And when I explain how the stats works, you're gonna see that the critical rate penalty is the least of your worries. God. Well, as you can see, on normal content, this weapon is extremely busted. As long as you can crit, this is amazing. And not only that, we can also use the active. Let's use the active. And, wow, damage. Very, very good. So, let's just slow. And further slow. And 1,000,000 damage. Yeah, just look at that. Wait, what happened with Ingrid? Did she glitch? Hello, Ingrid. Yeah, she glitched. Well, whatever. I'll take advantage of that bug and there we go. Nice. No, not that she was going to kill me. I mean, it's Green Murasaki. We all know that Green Murasaki is immortal. So, what other good characters you can use with this one? Let's go with... let's see. Which one? Asuka. Asuka is funny. Funny to use, definitely. More like fun to use, but I have to do something. So I equip this and I remove the Magatames and then I equip this weapon. Yeah. It's just not as strong. Strong doesn't begin to describe what this is. This is abusive. This is disgustingly good. This weapon is really, really strong. By using Mag Punch, Mag Impact, and Bomb Escape, you're gonna deal a ton of damage. And guess what? In green, we use Mag Impact. So, you have options. You can go like this with Kill 'Em All Missiles, Mag Impact, and the basic enhancer, or you can go with Bomb Escape. Honestly, Bomb Escape is fine if there's multiple enemies. And there will be multiple enemies, so I will use this one. Though, other than damage, it doesn't have that much merit on green, so keep that in mind. So, in this case, we're gonna use Saika. Saika along with those two. And Barretta. There we go. Why Saika? Because she increases damage of the skills and I'm not using the basic enhancer. You can use Phantasma, you can use Torajiro, you can use whatever. Nanao is also a great option. If you're in BR, Misaki, but you want crit, so you won't use this specific build. So yeah, there's also Akane, pretty F2P friendly. So stats of the customs, stats of the stat training, weapons 5 out of 5 and 4 out of 5, plus 15, plus 13, critical Magatemes, and let's do it. Sorry, I'm a little bit sick right now, but let's hope that I get better soon enough. So, what I'm gonna be doing is that I use this, and then dash attack, and look at that! Oh no. Well, it's only at 4 copies, that's why it's not demolishing everything in one hit. Well, it does deal a good amount of hits. And I'm not using the combo properly. I should be using this first. But it is better when you only have one target. So, let's use Kill 'Em All Missiles. And then we use this, and then we... Okay, yeah, unfortunately the positioning is a little bit difficult the more enemies there are. And there we go. And done. All mobs are dead. Now I can just do this. And okay, that invincibility, nice. One issue with this specific build is that we don't have HP recovery, but what we don't have in HP recovery, we have in damage. I'm gonna use the ult, which was horrible, but what about this? I do this and... Oh, don't move! God! I have been failing the combo because Edwin moves so much. Yeah, that's the issue with Edwin. I'll have to wait for the right time. I do this and I wait for him. Done! Yeah, that's the combo. That's how you do it. As you see, yeah, we deal a tremendous amount of damage. Just be sure to use the combo on the right time. So let's see. 1, no, 2, and 3. And the enemies are done, and I use the active 2. Oh, come on, Edwin. Okay. Really? Oh, wait, Ingrid is at 1 hit. I didn't notice. And done. Yeah, yeah. It is really easy when you have one single enemy that doesn't teleport. Yeah, but anyways, this is really strong with Asuka. And Asuka is level 83. Just keep that in mind. Now, this combo is really good for a ton of characters, but let's talk about those characters who you do not want to use with this combo. I mean, you can, but there's flaws. For example, Rinko. What is the issue with Green Rinko? The AoE of her skill. Though Mugen Hoi is really good, the damage is amazing. The combos that you can do and the multiplayers that you can acquire with this character are great. The issue is the AoE. Look at those small balls. They get an AoE whenever they hit the floor or a target, but still not the best AoE. Not to mention the fact that Rinko lacks a ton of super armor. So yeah, if you don't care about that, you can use her. And yeah, she's strong, no doubt about it. But getting interrupted and missing the attack especially, is an issue with this character. Another character that has an issue with this combo is going to be Shizuru. What's the issue with Shizuru? That honestly, she doesn't offer enough value. She can definitely use the combo. I mean, she deals a lot of damage with Queen's Whip, but other than that, what are you going to be using? Reduce the enemy's attack? No, thanks. Damage dealt to enemies is increased? Yeah, that's fine. Stun? Basic enhancer? Skill reduction? Honestly, you would be using Queen's Whip, Sprout Garden to gain some HP and Whip Shot, which isn't the best. I mean, if you're facing normal enemies, it's fine, but if you're facing a boss, I don't think this is enough value because it's just damage. As simple as that. And the AoE, it is medium size. It's not like super big. And if the enemy gets around you, you're not going to hit it with Queen's Whip. So I do not recommend this character in particular to go green. It is more effective on red, like super effective on red. Rin, we're gonna use Rin right now. Let me show you the combo. She does have issues, but it doesn't really matter because the damage it is good enough. So we're gonna be using this weapon 3 out of 5 plus 15, and this one 5 out of 5 plus 13 with critical mega temes. So Rin has a good AoE, she has healing, and she has a good debuff. What's the issue? Super armor. She has a great amount of multi hits. There's like 2 issues each. The other issue is speed, animation speed. Like it takes a long time for her to do her animations. We're gonna be using Volt Spin to recover HP, Volt Rush to deal damage, and Chain Bolt to deal damage and also electrocute the enemy, which is going to increase our damage. So for this one, again, we use this, and what do we want? Do I have a buff? No. Let's go with something like this. Yeah, it benefits both sides of the spectrum, and I'm also reducing the damage taken, so it is fine. As I mentioned, the main disadvantage of this character is the fact that it doesn't have super armor. If you have ways to apply super armor, that's really, really good. But there's not that many things that give you super armor to begin with. Like, for example, this gives you super armor, but it's better on assist type characters. The active is definitely okay, but you're missing the passive. So, yeah. Well, custom, start training, and let's test this. So, fortunately, just by having HP recovery, I don't have to worry about anything at all. I just let the enemies gather, and then I use this, and then, oops, what's the command? What's the command? During normal attacks, hold attack, or was it hold attack? No, it's during normal attacks, hold attack. I forgot about it. So, one more time. As you can see, I'm having issues due to the super armor weakness, but nothing that I can't handle. And there we go. It is all about positioning, guys. You let the enemies do their attacks, and while they are mid animation, you do your attacks on a safe spot. And there we go. Nice, nice. Well, kind of nice. Let's do another attack, and there we go. I'm just going to do this, and I guess. Oh, really? Okay, I'll use the active. Ah, no, it's a buff. I forgot it's a... I thought it was like the cooldown, but it was a buff for the skill, for Chain Bolt. Let's see. Hey, there we go. Nice. Yeah, like, Rin is particularly weak against Edwin, the human form, because of the movement and the way her skill works. So keep that in mind. Okay, good. Dealing damage. There. Excellent. And also the active, why not? There, perfect. Nice. Yeah, basically done. I just do this, and it is done. So now we let the enemies gather, we reposition. Unfortunately, I have a slow, so it's difficult to start the combo. So I'll just let the animation of the ultimate clear my debuff. Like this, reposition, and I do my skill. Then I heal myself, and another skill. Oh, where's still alive? God, she's tanky. I do this, reposition, and active. There, nice. Now that there's only one enemy, which doesn't teleport, I just have to use this. Done. As you can see, it is pretty easy. So the big advantage of these two supporters, combining these two supporters, is that you have a good amount of characters that you can select from the total roster, which are gonna be able to deal good damage. Let's see. For example, Asag is also really good. Emily can work for sure, but it isn't my favorite. I mean, you would have to use the whatever weapon is fine, but preferably you go with Heavenly Chariot, and you do this manually, guys. You have to use Healing Field along with Round Slicer, and you can decide whatever you want on your last slot. You can go with Aegis Tackle to get that speed increase. You can use Homing Bullet, or maybe Zero System, depending on what you want to do. For Asagi, for example, Asagi is pretty solid, but as usual, she has the flaws of a initial character, that she isn't as strong as other characters that we have nowadays. She doesn't have a leader skill also. But on green, she can use Rejinka. Oof, Rejinka. But as long as you use Kojinka, it doesn't really matter. You can use Kojinka, Rejinka, and Shunshinka. You can also use Munika, Muika, and Munika, both. No, only Muika, because on green, Munika doesn't offer that much. You can use Senjinka. She has good damaging skills, I can tell you that much. So yeah, she can be a control unit and damage dealer with this combo. Shisui, it's good on green. She can be a good tank on green. You just need to add another damage reduction, or she can be an excellent auto farmer as it is, you know. And of course, Momochi Nagi. Momochi Nagi is another excellent choice for this combo, because you just use Storm Dance and you get defense increase, 30% defense increase, and healing on this skill. Then you use Flutter to deal a ton of damage, and fortunately it gives you the damage increase effect. And you can use whichever skill you want on the last slot. Wasp is not my favorite, but you can use the basic enhancers, both basic enhancers. You can use the Centipede to reduce the enemy's defense. You can use Moonshade to reduce the enemy's speed. It is pretty solid. And lastly, let's see. Which ones am I missing? Hebiko and Yukikase. Yukikase I cannot say for sure, but honestly, she has sustain. As simple as that. She has really good sustain in Ryun. So just use it and you'll be able to clear whatever, because you have excellent sustain. You can use Rajudan to increase the size of the bullet, which is going to deal a ton of hits onto the enemy, and it's a really good skill to deal damage. And let's see. Oof. Increase damage. I mean, yeah, you can use a Spark. Why not? Like, it is not the best thing in the world, but you can use a Spark or the basic enhancer. And let's see. Lastly, for which am I missing? I'm missing one. Yeah, Hebiko. Hebiko is another character that doesn't like to use this that much. Similar to Tokiko. She's going to be launching herself onto the enemy and dealing a ton of hits on her green skill, which is fine and it doesn't last that long, but getting near to the enemy is not something that you want for the most part, unless they have the super armor broken, or this is able to break the super armor. That's also a thing. You can use Octopus Field. This is excellent for clearing waves of enemies. You can use Pulling Tornado and Octopus Saber to increase your speed, along with your basic normal basic or basic enhancer. Both are pretty good. And yeah, like she doesn't like this skill, but she does like Octopus Saber and Pulling Tentacle. So let's do it just to finish the video. Yes, these two skills. Okay, I'm not using that. Let's see. Let's put those crit Magatemas. Let's put Pulling with Sever and Field. Definitely, because Field is going to give us a little bit of healing. Not the best healing, but some healing. And what I'm going to be doing here is that I'm going to be using, of course, the combo that we have been using, Barretta with Mitsuki. And we're going to add Akane, just so that we have healing. And besides, the insane damage that she gives me is pretty good. So, whatever weapon, well, this is going to affect, it's going to increase my performance, but I'm using Kakuryo, 5 out of 5 plus 15, with the Viridian weapon, 5 out of 5 plus 11, critical Magatemes, whatever Magatemes, stats of the customs, which, my god, it's, yeah, she has few customs, and stat training. So, let's finish the video with this one. It's been a good amount of characters that you can use with this combo. I mean, I haven't showed them all, but I don't really have to, because you can do whatever combinations you want, but your limit to the characters that I show in the video. And Asusa as well, Asusa, but I don't have Asusa just yet. We will be analyzing Asusa as soon as she becomes F2P. Keep that in mind, guys. Yeah, as you can see, it is not as effective. You know what? I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna change one of the skills, but I gotta check which is 10. Okay, I'm gonna change Sever for Slicer, just because I added the healing, so that I deal more damage. Yeah, because without that, it's gonna take forever. So I do this, and then I do this, and then I do this, like that. Perfect. Nice. As you can see, it is a pretty good damaging skill. But sometimes, especially in VR, you don't want to do that. I am kind of used to building as if I was going to VR. That's why I avoid doing this. But on normal content, this is perfectly fine. Yeah, especially if you have other ways to heal yourself. There. Speed. Come on. Ah. Oh, really? Let's use the ultimate. Okay, nice. Nice damage. Fortunately, it doesn't really matter the next wave, because I'm able to just become invisible, put a taunt, and also... Not a taunt, but I become invisible, and I deal... Oh no, yeah, it puts a decoy. So, yeah. Increase my speed, put the decoy, and activate the skill while I have the speed increase. To deal the most damage, I use the active to heal a little bit. There. And destroy Ingrid and Oboro at the same time. Octopus Field. And eliminate Edwin. Speed increase. And done. As you can see, the F2P supporters that they gave us this year, the new ones, the holiday ones, the Holy Knight, Mitsuki, and Vacation Barretta, do an excellent combo together that allows you to have a bunch of characters, 14 characters. These 14 characters become pretty easy to build. Just that. You just need one more green supporter if you want to go pure, because you can also go mix if you want. But we're just checking pure in this video. So that's about it for today, guys. I hope you find this useful, and I'll be seeing you next time. Bye!